And we're back. Hello there, one and all, and welcome to episode 389 of Love at First Scent with me, Persolaise, back after an extended summer break, live on YouTube. Very, very, very pleased to be back. Very, very pleased to be seeing lots and lots of comments from all of you. Thank you very much for all of the messages on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Not just yesterday when I announced this video, but also over the course of the last few weeks. We need to get straight back into normal routines and say that the first comment for this video goes to Big Miss Cabbage. Hello, Big Miss Cabbage, who says, "Ooh, my first live." You're very, very welcome. Pradeep is here as well, saying hello and welcome back. Ilyas is here as well, saying welcome back. Ilyas, I think you may find the third and final video for today interesting. Well, hopefully you'll find all three of them interesting, but I think the third one may be particularly interesting to you. Maudlin says, hello, everybody. Hope you all had a wonderful summer. Absolutely. Couldn't agree with you more. Eric says, hello, all. Can't stay long, but welcome back. Thank you very much for taking the time to come along and write. Jeff is here as well. Shan says, at last, catching a live. Hello to everyone from sunny Sri Lanka wearing Shalimar EDT this fine evening. Is this your first live chat? I know that you've been trying to catch them. I'm really, really pleased you've been able to make it. You smell fantastic, of course. Mark Tube says, dear Persolaise, welcome back to the world of captivating scents and aromatic adventures. We've eagerly awaited your return, ready to embark on fragrant journeys with you once again. Very, very sweet of you. It's always a bit nerve-wracking doing a first episode when you haven't done one for a while, because you just wonder whether all of the tech is going to work. You wonder whether, or at least I wonder whether YouTube has changed how they're going to be, how they do things. So if somebody would like to kind of give me a little thumbs up in the chat to say that everything is coming through loud and clear. Is the audio okay? Is the visual okay? Is there a lag? If there is, I don't know what I can do about it at this stage. It may be something that I need to look into, but hopefully systems are up and running. I actually had to change the batteries in my mouse. I can't remember the last time I had to do that. Robert says, hello and big greetings from Sweden. Nice to see you. And sends a super chat. Very, very, very kind, very sweet. Thank you very much. Shan says, oh, it's my second live, but sure feels like my first. Okay, fair enough. Anna says, everything is fine. Jackie says, audio all good on my end. And Natalie says as well, everything sounds good. Thank you very much. Okay, I appreciate that because, of course, I have no way of checking. Right. I suppose over the course of the next few weeks, as I try to do as many videos as possible, we will talk a little bit about what we've all been up to over the summer. These two figures here are a little bit of a clue for you as to where I spent most of my summer. I'm sure most of you will be able to figure out exactly where I'm referring to with those two figures. David here as well. Fahmi says, super happy to see you live again. So hello from Indonesia. I'm really, really, really happy to be back as well. I think somebody very, very kindly, extremely kindly wrote a comment to say yesterday that one of the few things that they look forward to about the end of summer is the resumption of these videos, and the same goes for me. It means that we can all get together again and chat about amazing things that we've been smelling and maybe not such amazing things. But as I say, I think we need to get straight back into normal routines. So what can I say? I need to say, if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please do consider doing so. If you would like to find out how you can support my work, you should be able to see a link to my Ko-fi page in the video description below. And if you've watched this video and you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, because that helps for for it to get circulated more widely on YouTube. And I think I'm going to set myself a little bit of a target to try and get to 20,000 followers before the end of 2023, before the end of this year. So whatever you can do to help me get to 20,000 would be much appreciated. Plan for today is that I hope to do 3 videos back to back. The first one obviously is going to be on this one, the latest version of Twilly from Hermes. Then we're going to come back with another new release, one that a lot of you have been asking me to cover already. And then the third and final video is going to be 2 vintage scents that I picked up on holiday, and I haven't even unsealed them yet. So I'm going to be unsealing them with you live, and hopefully they're going to be in good condition, because I will be really, really upset if they're not. Eric says, just went to the mall yesterday, or the mall, tried the new Le Labo and Tom Ford, a very different myrrh, and heaven can wait. I haven't tried the new Tom Ford. I haven't tried the new Le Labo. Maybe I have tried the third one on your list. And Cheap Imitation says, I'm made alive. Hi, everyone. Okay, let's start. So this is Tutti Twilly. Now, this is a sample. This is actually kind of what prompted me to do this video today, because I only got this sample in France at a department store. I'm pretty sure it was at a branch of Galeries Lafayette. Could it have been Printemps? No, I think it was Lafayette. And I'm not sure that this is actually sort of widely out yet. It certainly seems to be on the UK version of the Hermes website, but I think it's just had a kind of soft launch. And I saw it at Galeries Lafayette, and I thought, oh gosh, I suppose I need to try this. I'm a big fan of the original Twilly. So Twilly came out in 2017. Again, of course, composed by Christine Nagel. She's done all of the Twillys. And as far as I'm aware, it has turned out to be quite a success for Hermes, and rightly so. I thought, in the same way that her Age 24 for men veered away from what a lot of mainstream masculine scents were doing at the moment, her Twilly for women also kind of didn't come across as a total cookie cutout feminine scent. It did something interesting with tuberose, but it also still managed to be quite cute and girly and contemporary and colorful, really genuinely, convincingly, brightly colorful. And I think Christine Nagel has won several awards for it. And then 2 years later, we got a flanker, which was I've got it on my list here, which was the Au Poivre. Now, if memory serves, I think that was the one that I thought was pretty good. Then in 2021, we had the Au Ginger, which I guess I was a little bit less taken with. And when I found out that we were going to have one called Tutti Twilly, and obviously Tutti immediately makes you think of Tutti Frutti, I thought, oh dear, is this really kind of going to, is this really going to lose me now? So it wasn't with a huge amount of expectation that I sprayed it onto a blotter first, and then I went back immediately and did it on skin. But I had genuinely, and really unexpectedly, for not just a flanker but a third flanker of a scent, I had one of those genuine, wonderful perfume shock moments where I thought, wow, I totally was not expecting this. And I think it's actually really good. Now, in keeping with the more recent Love at First Scent episodes that we've done, I also have a pre-sprayed one that I sprayed about an hour and a half ago that I haven't re-smelled. But let us smell this one together. So yes, I straight away went to the sales assistant and asked if they had a sample they could spare. And she very kindly let me have a sample. And that's what made me think, because this only happened, I think, about 3 or 4 days ago. That's what made me think, right, as soon as I get back, the first video I'm doing is on Tutti Twilly. Yeah. Okay, so the same thoughts are going through my head now as we're going in. Where was I? It wasn't... I want to say maybe... Is there a Galeries Lafayette in Auxerre? Or maybe it was in Besançon? We've drove through so many towns that I genuinely now cannot remember where it was. The thoughts that immediately rushed through my head were, okay, so as the name implies, this is fruity, and it's colorful, and it's bright, and it's kind of neon electric colored. It's yellows and oranges and fuchsias. But it's almost like, and I can almost see Christine Nagel, diminutive, unassuming Christine Nagel in her lab in Paris saying, okay, you want a fruity scent? I'm going to show you how a fruity scent is done. Because even though it is fruity, and when I say fruity, this seems to be veering for me in the direction of kind of tropical fruit. So there's suggestions of mango, guava, lychee, that kind of fruit. I immediately made Madame Persolaise smell it. She didn't particularly get mango, but she agreed that even though it was fruity, which is not something that she's normally interested in, she thought it smelled really kind of high quality fruity, and she agreed that there was something really quite different about it. So even though it's those sorts of fruit which are listed in so many modern feminine scents, here you really believe that they are actually in there. So you know how I've said so often that a good quality cologne should make you picture oranges and lemons and tangerines and grapefruit. This genuinely makes you picture mangoes and guavas and lychee. And I think that one of the reasons for that is that this is a scent with depth. I could be wrong, but I think that kind of tuberose woody heart from the original Twilly is still in there somewhere. And I think that's what gives the whole, really unexpectedly for a tropical fruit scent, gives it almost a kind of sense of gravitas. So that even though it is girly and I don't want to say juvenile because that sounds derogatory, but it's youthful and exuberant and colourful and free-spirited, it is not without substance. Dev says, does this smell like a distinct tropical fruit or more like fruit punch? See, I thought mango. I really, really did think mango. And then I thought guava. So I thought those were the two that were distinctive. But yes, I guess it gets a little bit more abstract as it goes along. You know, maybe things like papaya, which I suppose doesn't... Is papaya more about texture than it is about smell? I don't know. I don't know. And it works. Now I don't have a press release for it, but I can just share with you Hermes's own blurb. They say, created by Christine Nagel for the Hermes girls. Okay, I suppose we can let them have that one. Tutti Twilly d'Hermes Eau de Parfum is a tribute to their free spirit, a blend of daring and lightheartedness and their multifaceted nature, individuality reflected in this fragrance. A floral and fruity Eau de Parfum with a generous character, crafted with gentle ginger blossom. Now, I don't think I've ever smelled ginger blossom, but okay, there is something gingery in here as well. Mellow lychee and enveloping musk notes. And that's all they say. Is it a modern calyx? Says Ilya. And you see, this is what I miss. This is what I miss. One day we need to all, in real life, get together and have a good old perfume chat. Calyx. Now that is a good question because no, it didn't actually make me think of calyx. But of course, now I'm thinking, why didn't it make me think of calyx? Because it should have made me think of calyx, right? Maybe it's not as green as calyx. And also, okay, now thank you for making me think about this. I guess it doesn't have those huge Sophia Groisman musks that you associate with calyx, even though they mention musks in the notes. For me, this is much more about the kind of bright fizzing top notes. But good question. That's a good comparison. Is it watery fruit, says Catch My Whiff, or sugary fruit fragrance? That's a good question too. I'm going to go sugary. I'm going to go sugary fruit. Right, where's the pre-sprayed blotter? So this is... Oh, and Mark says, Dear Persolaise, please, where is this shirt from? Like so many of my slightly more interesting shirts, I'm afraid this is just from Zara. I mean, I shouldn't say just from Zara, but for mere mortals who, you know, cannot even think for a second about buying designer clothes, Zara is probably the most interesting place in the UK to buy clothes for a guy who doesn't just want to wear, you know, a white shirt or a blue shirt on constant rotation. So yes, like so many other things in my wardrobe, this is Zara. Anyway, let's smell the pre-sprayed one. Yeah, see? What looks... Kristen says looks like an Amouage box. Oh, this looks like an Amouage box. You're right, actually. This is like the eucalyptus that they used for... Which sense was it? Was it for boundless and material? But yes, you're... Yeah, absolutely. If I'm ever invited to an Amouage event, I should wear this. Yeah, so this is, like I said, about an hour and a half ago, that sort of slightly zany, energetic fruitiness is gone. And what we have is that kind of gentle, contemporary tuberose feel that we expect from Twilly. And the musks are definitely not overdone. And I suppose it's just become a little bit more serene rather than energetic, but still really, really optimistic and happy. Quick question from Big Miss Cabbage. Any similarities to Eris's Delta of Venus? That's a bit guava energy. Yeah, you you wait ages for a guava to come along and then suddenly two appear at once, right? I know. A few days ago, I also sprayed my sample of Delta Venus, and that made me think, I thought, have Antoine Lee and Christine Nagel been swapping notes? We will have to talk about Delta Venus another time. But yes, that is a properly sort of tropical fruit one as well. Very, very, very well done. Sorry, I should be talking to you rather than smelling. I'm really taken with this. I'm really taken with this. So I hope it is officially launched in the UK very, very soon. Do check it out. I would say that it's probably the best of the three flankers that we've had of Twilly so far. And as I say, I can almost kind of see Christine Nagel smirking away to herself, saying, okay, let's just kill this fruity perfume thing. Let's show the people how it's done so that we can move on. And she avoids the overly patchouli-esque dry down cliches. She avoids those really, really sickly, sweet caramelized notes. She gives you the fruit and she links it up with the ginger and the tuberose and does a good job. You know, it's like, tick, job done. Well done, Christine Nagel. Okay, we need to stop now because I could find myself probably chatting on and on for ages, but we will let YouTube do its thing in the usual way, and then I will come back with the new one from Frederick Mal. See you in a bit. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now.